Alright, we'll have this. Okay. So I'm just doing, yeah, we're back on the webcam type of thing. I'm sorry. I just wanna do this really quick, and I was doing my sister's iPod. She locked herself out, so I had to fix it. But, yeah, I just wanted to get all caught up on the videos, because I just finished, the Goblet of Fire, and the only thing that's really that could be considered satanic or demonic or whatever uh, is toward the end where they are resurrecting Voldemort in the graveyard. I was actually talking to someone that in class about this too. What you have to understand is, first of all, they didn't resurrect Voldemort. Voldemort was still alive. He was never dead. They just kind they just kind of gave him a body. So that's that. He was never dead. He never died. Uh, Another thing that I want to point out, and just hear me out on this. There are 7 years in Hogwarts, 7 books. All right. And Voldemort himself did not do the resurrection. It was his right hand man. Uh, so, um, to me, that sounds a lot like, and the whole Harry Potter series is starting to sound a lot like the tribulation. The 7 years of tribulation, and then the Antichrist comes back. Of course, Antichrist dies, but the Antichrist doesn't do anything. It's his right hand man that brings him back to life, and he can perform miracles as well. So, I mean, it's clearly evil what they're doing. I'm pretty sure no child would ever want to bring would try to do that. Even if you don't know that's real. I feel like if you don't know that's not real, then you are more likely not to do it because of the fact that it's clearly evil what they're doing. And if you like, this is probably like the hardest part I've come to on Harry Potter. Is I really think it's a metaphor for the tribulation, and yeah, that's really what I think it is. I could be wrong. I probably am wrong, but that's just one way to look at it. I mean, I know there's not a whole lot of ground in it other than, the 7 years and the 7 coming up all the time. But also, with Voldemort, all of his servants have, all the Death Eaters have a mark. And that's the same as the Antichrist. All of them have a mark. They have the mark of the beast. And this is, I forgot what it's called, but it's a mark, and all of them have it. So that kind of makes me think that this could be the tribulation, and Harry Potter comes back, and that's what starts all of this. And I just feel like it could be. I mean, yeah, there's not a whole lot of ground to the theory. There's some, but there's not a whole lot. But really, there's not a whole lot of ground to the Harry Potter is a witchcraft theory, and that seems to hold up pretty well. Until somebody comes along and says, no, that's not how it works. So yeah, I'm gonna keep an eye on that while I'm reading the books. And of course I know all of the I know some spoilers from Harry Potter. I don't know how I managed, like, Deathly Hallows came out 8 years ago almost, and I have never ever heard of a spoiler of Harry Potter up until I started doing this project, and now I know all the spoilers from it. So it's like, so if I talk about something that happens later and you know that it happens later and I haven't read it yet but I'm still talking about it, That's why. And why I bring that up is because the final battle at Hogwarts, that could be Armageddon. I mean, there is not. It's as good as a theory as any. I mean, oh my computer! Okay. Well, I don't know why it did that. I have it plugged in. I really don't know why it did that. Right. So yeah, I'm actually getting to where I want to be now. This is great. Uh, yeah, I never meant for the videos to be as long as they've been, like the whole 13 minutes. So yeah, sorry about that. And sorry for the Chamber of Secrets and the Prisoner of Azkaban thing that went on, because obviously I'm uploading that while I'm also uploading this for the Goblet of Fire. And yeah, I did actually make a video for the Chamber of Secrets right after I watched it, and right after I read it and I watched the movie, and uh, yeah, I don't know what happened. Some kind of technical difficulties, and I wasn't able to do it. Maybe we should talk a little bit about the movies. The Chamber of Secrets movie, I don't even remember the Chamber of Secrets movie. I think it was good. I think it was pretty accurate to the book. The Prisoner of Azkaban, it was probably one of my favorite movies so far, and I did not like the movie. I mean, one of my favorite books so far, and I did not like the movie, because that's when they start to stray away from the books. I'm like, no, no. I watched The Goblet of Fire yesterday, and it, pretty much the same thing with the book, I guess. I don't know, Goblet of Fire wasn't really my favorite. One thing I want to say about the movie, I'm gonna sound like sentiments in here, I'm sorry, but when Harry is dangling off the tower fighting the dragon for some reason, why didn't he just say up to get his broom? Like he did in the first one? Like how they taught him in the first one? Like, I figured, like it was just, from then on, it was just easier to pick it up instead of saying up. But at that point, it would have been easier to say up rather than, go and try to get it. And there was something else too. I can't remember it. Oh yeah, when he gets the egg and Fred and George are lifting him up, he clearly has use of both of his arms, and they drop him, and he's talking to Ron, and then he has use of both of his arms. But the next scene, I think it's the scene where they're on the Great Hall, and then Ron gets his dress robes. Harry has his arm in the spring. I really don't get that. It's like, what did you do from midnight one night to breakfast the next morning? I really don't get that. But yeah, I mean, I know it's in the book, but they didn't say that in the movie. There was something else with the, yeah, the whole dragon fighting scene. I would have much rather have had Mrs. Weasley in that scene in the book where her and Bill go and meet Harry when he's about to do the third task, because all of his family's there. He's like, well, I don't have any family. And so Mrs. Weasley and Bill are there to support Harry. And I would have much rather have had that scene in there than Harry running around, like flying around Hogwarts with the dragon behind them. Yeah. I mean, I don't get why you would go all the way around Hogwarts and then come back. Like, I would just, like, fake out the dragon and, go and, like, do a reverse maneuver or something. Like, make a sharp turn. That thing probably can't turn all that sharp, and Harry's on a firebolt, so he can, like, just go and then go around and steal the egg. I mean, it's not... I would have much rather had the Miss Weasley scene. Because... yeah, so much for my videos being shorter. Alright, well, I'm gonna get better at this, guys. I really am. I think I'm gonna continue the analysis, like, not of Harry Potter, because I only have 3 more books to go, but 3 books and 4 movies, but I'm thinking about keeping doing this mainly on the blog. I don't think I'm gonna do the videos anymore because nobody watches the videos. So, yeah. So, but if you are that one person that watches these videos, tell me what you want me to do next. I mean, I think it's either a toss-up probably between Star Wars or 50 Shades of Grey. So, yeah, I'll probably be doing that on the blog and not on the videos because nobody watches the videos, but I get uh, at least one view. Like right after I post something, I get a view on my blog. So yeah, right now the blog is winning. Uh, but yeah, so I probably wouldn't do the videos, but I will keep doing the blog. Yeah, I think that's it. Obviously, I'm gonna finish Harry Potter first, so don't be concerned about that. I'm gonna keep on doing throughout Harry Potter, even though one is working way better than the other. Because Christian Hitler's blogspot.com just kind of rolls off the tongue. And it's really easy to say in conversation. It's like, hey, I'm doing a Christian analysis of Harry Potter. Really? It's a blog, yeah. ChristianHitler's.blogspot.com, alright. But yeah, so, yeah, I probably won't be doing the videos anymore. So, yeah, go back to whatever you were doing. Vlog Brothers, whatever. I need to stop. Okay.